Hey y'all, we back. We back. We back. We back. We back. Yes. Okay, I am so excited. Episodes are so rude. I should have said earlier when I put out episodes 1 and 2. Happy Pride. I am an ally. Love my folks. You know, love is love. We out here. We all living. That's what it is. We are back. This is a review. Hold on. I'm too excited. It's your girl, Thick Madame. Thank you for coming back. I want to say thank you to everybody that viewed the videos. I hope y'all come back. Check out this episode 3 review, which is what we are here for, a love tale. So let's get into it. We come in to a cafe, the Rendezvous Cafe, and we got Jake sitting by himself. He's, he looks a little down. He looks a little sad. He probably is still thinking about Taylor and, basically, you're not going to be able to get what you need from her. So while he's sitting there, Tammy comes in loud, just walks into the place and just shouting out her order. But she not only wants a double tequila on the rocks, she also wants a new agent and a new pair of red bottoms. So she sits down with Jake. He's going to cover her tab. And I love friends like that. Like, yes, I got you, girl. Thank you. Let me order all that I want. But she noticed that he was down and asked him what was wrong. And he really didn't tell her what was wrong, but he did ask her what did she see in Taylor. And she said that Taylor was good to her. Taylor put up with her shit. She met Taylor when she moved to New York after she got kicked out by her dad after she came out. And, Taylor dealt with her shit during that time after they met. And he asked her why she cheated. And she said that Taylor expects too much. Also, it was so cute that when she was telling him that her agent dropped her, that she hasn't felt this bad since Black Twitter found out she bit Beyonce at the party. I was cracking up, that whole rumor thing about Beyonce getting bit and all that kind of stuff. But so when he's leaving, he paid for her stuff and whatever, and he's leaving, she tells him she can't give you what you want. He didn't say anything. He just looked further dejected and he left. So we see Taylor, and she's at home. She's eating and she's journaling, and then there's a knock on the door, and she probably, she looked like she wasn't expecting anybody or whatever. So she goes to the door, and it's Candace. Honey, Candace, listen. Candace want that Taylor baby. So she, she let her come in and making like small talk. What are you eating? I hope it's not a bother that I'm, that I came over. Taylor tells her that she made a tofu stir fry with a white wine reduction. She's fancy, chef-like. And Candace actually brought a bottle of wine. Through the small talk, then Taylor's like, girl, basically, why are you here? What is it that you need, honey? And Candace was like, oh, well, I did call the gallery and they said, that you were sold out. I had realized that I didn't get one of your prints. And I said, come on, Taylor, sold out down to the art exhibit or the photography showing. Sold all her work. And so she wanted to get a print from her. And so Taylor was like, okay, yeah, I did sell out. She was proud of herself. But she was like, I think I can find something that you'll like, kind of real. Honey, you got something she like, no doubt about it. Well, now they're chilling and they're drinking the wine, they're talking. And so they're talking about mothers and basically comparing moms. And, Candace was saying how her mom was bougie and they used to always have to go to Martha's Vineyards. And there was always the cotillions and things of that nature. And Taylor was like, well, mine has yours beat. And Candace was like, not possible. But Taylor was like, I don't even know who my dad is. And I was like, that's sad. Like, that's, yeah, it's definitely your mom's bad. But she said the legend is that her dad was a rapper from Cali who her mama slept with on a concert tour. So mama was starting and bopping and won't tell Taylor who her father is. And if she slept with a rapper at a concert, it's possible. Well, I mean, she could have known that was the daddy, but it could be possible that, you know, you might have been sleeping with a few others and you really don't know who he is. Like, for real. You don't know if even the rapper is, child. Taylor is telling Candace more about her mom. She tells her that her mom is a photographer. They don't talk. She said all her mom gave her was her name and her eye in terms of photography. And Candace says, so she inspired you? Taylor was like, I wouldn't say all that. So Candace gives her a better perspective on, like, the mother-daughter situation, and I think the parent situation just overall, because what she said is, you know, I like to look at it a different way. Like, if you think about it, you know, your mom, there's many things that could have gone on, and so it was a great point in her trying to give her a different perspective on, you know, your mom has her own story. I think that we have to remember that our parents do have their own stories, and they lived a whole life of experiences before they became your parent, and all of that stuff molded them. So even though your parent might not have been the best parent, or you may not have understood things that they did, why they handled certain things certain ways, when you end up looking back at it, you can see, okay, well, my mom, my dad, they went through this particular life experience, and that caused this. And once you get to live more and have your own life experiences, you get to see it from a different perspective. Taylor's young, and so right now it looks like you were just a messed up mom. But then when you get to understand a person's story, you can give them grace and understand where they're coming from and the things that they may have done to you being a product of where they came from. So I thought that was real, like, a good thing. And with Candace being older, she was able to give her that perspective, because she now has been able to live her own life experiences, has her own family, and is able to see her mother from a different perspective. She was able to see that her mother's perfection was actually trying to not disappoint other people, living up to other people's expectations. Her mother tried to be perfect, and that was what it was about. She probably, as a young girl, it was, you know, annoying that you wanted us to dress a certain way, look a certain way, act a certain way, but her mother wanted to be perfect and maybe probably have her family be perfect, because she felt pressures from other people to have that particular perfection and to have that achievement. And so I thought that was a really good, you know, that whole thing was just, it was beautiful to me. They move on from that conversation, and Taylor says, oh, I owe you a photograph. And so she pulls her camera out, she starts taking pictures of Candace. And at first Candace is like hesitant, she's resistant, she doesn't want to. Taylor doesn't understand why she can't see her beauty. And she was like, I have crow's feet, I have, you know, this frown in my brow. Like, you know, you must have some type of fetish or whatever for older women. And, you know, Taylor kind of looks sad, and then Candace's like, oh, I'm sorry. And Taylor's like, no, I want you to feel comfortable. I don't want you to do anything that you don't want to do. And so I don't know what it was and how Taylor said it, and I think it's just their energy. Like, she kind of felt that Taylor wasn't doing anything, you know, in terms of trying to take those photos that was to make her feel bad, but really that she sees the beauty in her. And so she gave in. So Taylor's shooting her and taking pictures, and honey, Miss Candace started feeling free. She unbuttoned her blouse, and baby, they started kissing, and it was on. Come through. Yes, get it in. Next morning, knock, knock, knock. It's Jake. You all know Jake likes to bring Taylor coffee and breakfast, and so that's what he's doing. We have a Clea she looked like she's sleeping, honey. She barely made it to the door to answer it. She lets Jake in. And I was like, Clea, girl, you don't know? You don't know. Clea doesn't know. Jake goes to the door. And see, this is a lesson for people. when you go to people's house, even if it's your friends and you used to busting in rooms, it's just, you know, you might be able to feel when the little mood is off that this might not be a time just to walk in. You might want to knock and wait for a response, because baby Jake just walked into that room and he got an eyeful, because in that bed within the covers, 2 naked women, one of which was his mama. Jake knows that Taylor is getting it in with Mama Candace, and he just looked shook, and he just turned around and he left, and Candace is freaking out, and Taylor's like, it's okay, it's okay. She's like, oh my God. Walked in on him. Now, listen, it cannot get any more to the point than that, Jake, that there's a no for you and Taylor, a big N-O. I was like, oh my gosh. And then the next episodes are good as well. So, again, thank y'all for watching. I am enjoying a love tale. It is so good. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Please share the videos. Tell your friends about your girl, honey. And I got some more stuff coming, y'all. I appreciate all the support. I holla.